Hey people, just wanted to give an update on the lifestyle that I've been trying to lead here. As some of you might know, uh, June of 22, I sold my house with the intent to travel the country and see the places in an RV that I've never got a chance to see, like the Grand Canyon, Colorado, and just places out west that I never got to go to. Unfortunately, as soon as I sold the house and I got the RV, um, the economy changed a lot. Diesel fuel is up to like 6 something a gallon, and campgrounds were like going crazy with they still are with their prices, and just other factors. But I enjoyed it no matter what. So I've been living in it for about a year, at different campgrounds, 6 months at a time. Like I'm up here in Kutztown at Pine Hill RV on Old Route 22. So I made a decision recently. I was doing good actually. I lived modestly to begin with, but the money goes quick, even if you're careful and stuff. And I was trying to find part-time work in the area, and things like that, but for some reason I'm just having a very hard time with finding work, no matter what the experience is. So anyway, I had an opportunity to do something else, and this I'll be leaving here in October, actually the end of September 25th. Today's the 14th. Now my cousin Dawn, if you ever want to watch somebody that's doing what I always wanted to do, I researched it for over a decade, but she just jumped in there, and I guess she had the means and different resources that I don't. And she's living the lifestyle out west, which is awesome. And she's on TikTok. She has a TikTok account that says the Dawn Chronicles. If you ever want to follow her, she's on there. She's also on Facebook, I believe. But she's a nut. She does everything, but it's really cool. She goes to some really beautiful places. So anyway, what I'm going to be doing, I had the opportunity to buy land, so I'm actually moving to Tennessee. I purchased a little over 15 acres of undeveloped land. It's going to be off grid. So the alternative to living this lifestyle is the RV lifestyle is to try to live in a homestead, make a homestead for myself, off grid, and that's the goal. I'll be by myself. It's going to take a long time. So I'm going to I actually have an excavator rented, and I'm just playing this by ear, man. I never did any of this stuff, but I got an excavator rented for a week. So when I get down there, I'll be ripping out trees. It's all woods, ripping out the trees and roots and stuff. I also bought a chainsaw, which I never used, so I got to figure that out. So it's just learning as I go. It's not for everybody. People might think I'm crazy. I just think that a lot of and I don't want to get into a down note here, but a lot of the world is going in a direction that I don't care for. I call it the old world. The old world is gone from my generation and younger, and I just don't think it'll ever come back. So having this opportunity, I figure I can be secluded and make my own little serenity, to I don't know, just live a more tranquil life. Could fall flat on my face, but hey, at least I'm gonna try. You only live once. Another thing I just want to mention was, actually, let me rephrase that. I gotta correct myself. A friend of mine, Tom Brader, corrected me on that. He said, "We don't live once." He said, "You die once and you live every day." So I mean, we only live one life. That's what I meant. If you ever wants to follow somebody on Facebook, and I'm just throwing these out there because they're people that I enjoy seeing. They're very positive. Another guy, his name's Evan Robinson. it's amazing his story. He friend of mine. He from his past to where he worked now. He's a business owner. Um, he's doing very well, but he's a very, very positive. Like every morning he posts a video on YouTube or Facebook, and is very inspirational, very positive outlook on life. So if you ever need that in the morning, just look him up on Facebook. He's located in Bethlehem, and so yeah, this will be a new adventure. There's a lot of learning, definitely a lot of learning. When I get down there, initially I'll be at a campground for about 2 weeks, and the first week I got to use the excavator that I paid for to make, because there's a main road, and it actually has an easement, which is an access road, which is undeveloped. It's just dirt, but it's not the best. So I got to actually, I hope that it's not going to be too much work just for the easement, but then once that's done, I got to make room, access to my land, so I could bring my RV on. And then later this is long term, but my goal is to, like I said, to build a homestead. So I want to build a log cabin. Everything wants to be off grid. I'll get solar, water access, and all that other good stuff. It's not going to happen overnight because again, I'm by myself. So, but that's okay. It's a new adventure. I will say, I've always, a lot of people on here might not even know this, but there's times when I had anger issues. Very quick-tempered. If somebody crossed me, it was very difficult for me not to react. And I still have moments, nothing like before. Granted, I became a Christian about 2 years ago, but outside of that, even I think along with the lifestyle, and being in this with the RV, even at campgrounds, even it just has brought a calm to my life. And I really appreciate that. Like I lived modestly. I think that's what saved me with my house when I sold it and got into this lifestyle. Of course, the economy, the housing market went nuts, so I made a good deal of money. But the fact that I could do this, and the past year or so, it just again brings a very calming atmosphere in my life. And I'm hoping that with the new adventure, there's going to be struggles with like anything in life, but it's just different. When you're dealing with people, it seems like in this era of time, it just seems like there's a lot of, which is understandable in some cases, a lot of disgruntled people. And I look many times. I go out shopping or anywhere when I'm outside and there's people, and I just look, and young and old, there just seems a lot of very unhappy and just very unhappy people. So and that just gets projected to other people. And so my seclusion, my brother used to always say that I'm a hermit to begin with, and I think that's what it is like when you want so bad, you long so bad for the way it used to be, which is me, I admit, where people cared about each other, and it was just a different world. There was more kindness. So when I go out and I see people, like no matter where you are, you can be the kindest person and say thank you, and you just get a mean look or a sourpuss look and stuff like that. But anyway, going on here. But I just wanted to give an update because I know a lot of people don't know. Especially family, even friends, and they're just surprised, about the whole situation. And it came at last minute, and now it's getting down to the wire because I only have like a week, and I got so much to do. You'd be surprised at what's involved. The hardest part is going to be driving the 42-foot RV and then towing my car behind it. I mean, I drove this thing like 4 times when I got it to the campground, to the next campground, to this campground. So I don't have a lot of experience, so it'll take me, I'm going to pace myself instead of me, pushing myself and maybe causing any problems. I'm going to stretch it out a little bit so that way I can rest and whatnot. So wish me luck. I'm really going to need it. Again, there's a lot to learn, a lot to be done, but that's my goal. And hopefully it ends up the way I dream it to be. And I wish everybody well, and I'll see you on the other side.